We were like, yo, you made out like 3 chicks that night.
Who did?
Yeah. Who are you talking about?
Our boy.
Welcome back to everyone, including Lucas, because he was gone.
Yeah.
Lucas saw the afterlife.
Yeah.
What was it like? You know how a couple podcasts ago we were talking about how like your life flashes before your eyes?
Yeah.
Did that happen?
Did that happen to you?
I did, actually.
How did your life end?
Just there and then. Actually, it started that night, and that's the end of it.
Are you a born again Christian?
A born again Christian?
It's a thing.
Aborted.
Also a thing.
That's also how they see that.
Or are you a born again virgin?
Yo, yeah.
Do you have to be a non-virgin to be a born-again virgin?
Can you be born?
Yeah, you can't just be a virgin and just like double down.
I think
you know what? Like, I'm really not gay.
the only time I've ever heard about born again is like when people want to try to like, I guess, reverse their virginity status.
What
Otherwise,
the hell does that
That's what
even
I'm talking
mean?
about. When you're a born again virgin.
yeah, but like, is it applicable to other things? Like, if I was a virgin but I just wasn't a Christian, can I still be a born again Christian? Like, does it apply to other things?
Isn't that a thing?
Like, it's not just
What?
sexual.
Oh,
right?
I didn't know that. I thought we were just like making a joke, but
No, those are
what are born agains?
If you find Jesus later in your life.
That's a born again
You're
Christian.
born
A born
again.
again virgin would be like someone who, like, let's say I slept around and then at some point, I don't know, I had some
You attuned?
attuned or
Atoned?
attuned my guitar. And then for whatever reason, Em and I are dating. We slept together a couple times. I'm like, you know what? I want to save myself for marriage. I don't know what the process is, but then you become a born again
You
virgin.
can just do that?
And I guess maybe stay abstinent for like 3 years or something.
That's why Mary was a virgin.
Yeah, she just like,
Joseph definitely
take her
piped.
backs, take her backs.
Yeah, he definitely piped.
Yeah.
No wonder she's pregnant.
So
I want his babies. I want his babies.
Yo!
Take me to Nazareth.
You know how they were saying, like, back then, like, you know, Jesus and being in the Middle East and whatnot, like, they were black. So, like, he definitely fucking piped it up.
dab.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
definitely.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
How shitty were the wise men's gifts, to be honest?
Do they ever say
Frank-
what the gifts were?
yeah,
Yeah,
frankincense.
Myrrh.
What the hell is that?
Wait,
It's like a scent.
What
I
is
thought
it
it was
called?
It's like
money.
a perfume.
What is it called?
Frankincense.
Frankincense. I thought it was like a type of flower that creates an aroma. Because I just
If
know
they gave him Frankenstein, would have been way
yo,
cooler.
like the book. It was like, yo, this could be the sickest book ever.
Can't
No,
remember
like
what
the
third one
monster.
was.
Frankincense, myrrh.
and something.
So
What's
Sylvester.
myrrh?
He's the
Silver,
guy from
no?
Impractical Jokers.
Isn't that Jason Statham?
What?
I don't. You ever see those memes where like rest in peace Jason Statham? It's like a picture of Myrrh from Practical Joker.
No, that's a thing.
Yeah,
I've never seen that.
they're both bald.
Uh,
Isn't it silver as well?
That's a hype gift.
Silver. I only remember frankincense and myrrh.
Myrrh. Yeah, I don't remember the other one.
I mean, for a baby.
Gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
Yeah, gold. Yo,
Gold.
this
Alright.
guy.
Yo,
That wise
That's-
man's like,
He was an actual wise man.
yo, the other one. No, that's not wise. The guy who gives frankincense is wise because that's probably way cheaper than gold.
Yeah, but it's a
you knew
shitty
this
gift.
was the son of God? Like,
Yeah, and you're really gonna show up.
you're trying to show off a
Yeah, you're gonna show up with some essential oils.
When you say it like that, though, maybe. Maybe.
Maybe baby. Maybe
So-
to the baby. Yeah, sorry, keep passing me. I'm sorry.
The other thing,
Should have prepped this
the other thing
before.
I gotta circle back to here before I forget. So
Thank you, Captain.
there was a lot of talk about what happened to Lucas at the party. Glenn doesn't really
Clark.
know what happened at all,
That's not surprising.
which is
Glenn?
funny because Glenn Glenn got there a little early. He got there at like maybe 5, and I think he had a joint pretty early after he got there. And for the rest of the night, as soon as people got there, they're like, "Yo, what is Glenn on? He is fucked." And
Yes.
he would be like talking to people, and like they'd be talking like this,
Yeah.
and they like stop talking. He'd be like,
Please stop, Glenn. Please stop.
but he was saying, he's like, I didn't know Dan was there. Dan was like, we ate beside each other. He's like, we literally had dinner together.
They shared a charcuterie board.
And they were
No, that was Glenn and Carl.
yeah,
We shared the charcuterie.
But like,
There's a bunch of combinations because I shared with Joe and Alex.
There was a lot of old people there.
did
I actually don't remember none until leaving.
they left pretty? Actually, I don't know. I don't
They
know
probably
what
left.
time either.
They probably left early because like these guys suck.
So the other thing, like Glenn, the other thing that was funny was Glenn doesn't remember being there, but there was a part where Glenn was talking to Carl about Carl's making booze at home thing.
Yes, yeah.
And it would be like you talking to Lucas, but And I'm Dan, and Glenn is like leaning over Dan, and Dan is trying to talk to someone behind Glenn. I was like, "Yo, why don't you guys just switch seats? Like, what are you guys doing?"
Yes,
but that's just how they sat the whole time.
This is a mess.
And yeah, Glenn was like, I also was apparently talking to people about how to take care of their houseplants, and he's like, he doesn't remember who, but somebody's like, yeah, you were talking about it.
Is he qualified to do that? Like,
yeah, he does.
Sorry.
He
Subby recalled stuff.
Yeah,
Wasn't she also a goner?
No, she had a good buzz. No, Merce drove. She had a good buzz, but she got into like one of those like too high, and you gotta like, social anxiety type things. I get it.
I just recall that Trin had come out being like, "Where's Dad?" I'm like, "Are you worried about him?" And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Me too."
The other thing was that Glenn basically was going in and out of the house to like somebody be like, "Oh, can you get my sorter?" So Glenn would be like, "Okay," he didn't have to go past. And then there was like the group outside that was basically smoking, and basically every time was like he passed or like he was like the troll's toll, like gotta take a hit. And he's like, okay, so he'd take a hit, go inside, grab Subby sorter, come back out, gotta take a hit. Then he'd go back to says, "I need some water. Can you get some water?" He's like, "Okay, I'll be back." Same thing happened, and then comes back and she's like, "Can you see if Merce can like bring us home?" Literally, he's like, "Okay." Goes back inside, forgets to talk to Merce, comes back out, and every time he's passing by, he's gotta take the toke. And then he forgot to talk to Merce, and somebody's like, "What did Merce say?" He's like, "God damn it, I forgot." So anyways,
wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't just start sneaking through the back so he wouldn't die.
Yeah, so then I don't know. So the rest of the story with Glenn and my dad specifically, that was funny, was I don't know if you guys were still here. Do you guys remember my dad falling?
No.
It happened. I was outside looking for his corpse.
Yeah.
But you did.
Okay, so
the time, yeah.
so the story goes, Xavier came back to pick them up, to pick Glenn and Dad up. He gets there, and he's like, he texted them that he was here, and Glenn's basically like, "Go park because we don't want to leave yet. Like, we're gonna hang out for a bit." And Joe and I are talking to Xavier. He was like, "I don't want to go. Like, I just want to go home." And I was like, "Or do you want to go to like your girlfriend's house? Are you trying to leave so you can go to?" And he's like, yeah. I was like, "Okay." Joe and I are like, just go. We'll figure out a way. Like, Charles can drop them off because he lives down the street from Glenn. So we tell Xavier to leave. Xavier leaves.
I remember that part because I was talking to him too.
And then I go and I told Glenn and my dad to talk to Charles about bringing you home. And he's like, okay. They're like, yeah, okay, Charles will bring us home. 15, 20 minutes later, I think Charles and all, like, RT, they all leave. And I go downstairs maybe 20 minutes after that, and Dad and Glenn are there. I was like, "What are you guys doing?" They're like, "We're leaving with Charles." I'm like, "Charles left like 15 minutes ago." And they're like, my dad's like this, "What are we gonna do?" And I was like, "Yo, we'll just get you like an Uber or whatever." And he's like, okay. So we order an Uber, and they're leaving, and they're going to put on he's going to put on his shoes. And he's standing where the shoes are, leaning over like this, and literally face plants into the pile of shoes, to the point that like people in the kitchen stopped and came out and was like, "What happened?" And then my dad's just like hunched over in the corner, and people are like, "Are you okay, mate?" And so like we get him up, and then the Uber comes. I put their coolers in the trunk, and then they get the Uber home, and then they eventually obviously made it home. My dad apparently fell on the porch, and it's on. They have a video of it, so I need to get it.
Nice.
But Beebs was like, "What happened?" My dad's like, "I was just kidding. I was pretending."
That's always the best thing to say. I was just kidding.
This is a joke.
Wait, can't take a joke?
Yeah, and yeah, it was. But then the next day, he had all of these like bug bites on him, and we're like, "What the hell happened to you?" He's like, "I don't know. I was hoping you guys like might have known." I was like, "I don't think you were like outside or like shirtless, but like literally all these little like bites."
I would like to assume that Glenn was just pinching him.
Yeah,
maybe. That's something that I could assume would actually happen.
So yeah, but anyways, so what everyone really wants to know, what happened to you that night?
What the hell happened?
Because every time I saw you, you were like fine, like.
I thought so.
And I didn't see you a lot, like, or if I did, I don't really remember because it was one of the. This is like classic. I feel like whenever I host parties, I don't really remember because I'm always like trying to make rounds. So I feel like I had seen you a couple of times, but you were like coherent and everything. And then I just like off a cliff. I don't know what happened.
I had talked to Christina about where I'm like, I feel like I didn't really see Matty on his birthday party a lot because I was outside a lot. But what had happened was seltzer sneak up on you. So I had a bunch of Trulies, and I would always bring out two to like not really double fist, but yeah, you know what I mean. And everyone was like, "Oh, that's so sick," like doing that. And then it started catching up to me where it wasn't so sick.
Wait, like this? Do you mean like your whole you'd go up with him like this?
Always, yeah. And people,
so cool.
Oh, that's. Can you give me another one actually?
So there was one point, and this is where I remember it going downhill. Was
you got green? You want a busy?
That's fine. That's fine.
Alex had asked me to grab him one, and I'm like, well, both mine are full, so I got.
I can't even do it now.
Oh, that's not cool. You're not cool then. That's not cool. Yeah, people won't compliment you at a party. But so Alex asked for a refill, and I said, well, both mine are full. I'm gonna have to chug one of mine. So I chugged, and as soon as I opened the door, one of y'all.
No, it's fixed. I think after.
Yeah, it's gonna even out.
Didn't get there. Whatever. Anyways.
Well, we can see that that was weird.
Yeah, the camera's out of focus.
How?
We'll get there.
How far delayed is it?
Do you want to click
A
it?
couple seconds. Click what?
No, it's still blurry,
to your
dude.
screen and click
It's
it?
still blurry.
Sure.
Interesting.
No, not the screen. Not the screen. Like the camera.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, she reached over the screen to tap the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I see.
Perfect.
No, it's not. It's not fixed.
Yes, it will be fixed.
Yeah, it's just a little delay.
There's a long delay.
No, look, we're looking.
Undelay.
No, I
No,
think.
because if you look at the computer screen, we're good.
No, I know, but I'm saying it's been like that.
No, watch. See, touch it, boom.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's delayed.
It's way no, but it was fixed way before then, no?
Yeah, that was a good 8-second delay.
Oh no, I thought it was fixed before. From here, it didn't look blurry to me.
Oh no.
Okay. Anyways, sorry. So you chugged one.
Yeah, so I chugged one, and as soon as I went inside for a refill, I saw you guys, and you made me do a shot with you. And as soon as I took that shot, I was like, oh, I don't feel so good.
Wait, which shot was it? Was it the Ciroc?
No, it was some stupid cream.
The creamsicle shit. Jake said it was pretty good.
Yo, it was tasted good,
Shot.
but I felt like there was tequila or something, and I can't mix. Like mixing really.
I
kills
actually
me.
don't know what the base for that liquor was. Dean had brought it.
But
so.
yeah, I was not a fan. But I was doing really well. Where I was with the smokers, but I didn't smoke at all because I was really stern on I do not.
Oh, you didn't even mix and you got that fucked up?
Well, I mixed tequila.
No, but I thought you had.
No, I had not.
Oh.
So then I remember going outside and I handed it to Alex. I'm like, yo, I'll be back. And I just went for a walk. And then that's where I called Christina because I'm like, yo, you might have to pick me up. And then she's like, where are you? I'm like, I'm at Manny. She's like, no, you're not. I'm like, I'm at Manny. She's like, I hear cars passing by. Where are you? And I was like, I'm inside. I don't know why I lied. I'm inside Manny's house right now. I'm like, they're watching NASCAR or something. She's like, no, they're not.
Watching
She's like,
NASCAR.
no, if anything, they'd be watching that stupid show. I'm like, it's not stupid. And I remember, getting argued. I'm like, it's funny. You don't appreciate the humor. It's so funny. She's like, okay, I'm gonna come pick you up. And then that's when I was like, okay, I'm just gonna lay here on the ground. She's like, I knew you weren't there. And I was like, oh, damn it, you baited yourself. So then I laid down.
Where was that?
It was outside your street. Like, you know how there's that warehouse factory?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there was grass there.
Bro, that's like a main street.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
NASCAR.
Like, how many people could have seen you from the road? Like,
Lots of
There was when I found his corpse, there was a car that was driving down there, and I crossed the street in front of it, and it slowed down to see if I was gonna molest his body or something.
But then they saw a pregnant lady, be like, "Okay, it has to be a little more innocent."
Yeah, she's freaky deaky. Yeah, no, sorry, but the story from my perspective I also thought was hilarious. So we came out because we were in the kitchen doing shot and stuff. You, me, and Alex. No, it was you and me first. And we're like, where the hell is Lucas? I was like, I don't fucking know. And then Alex comes upstairs and we're like, yo, Alex, where's Lucas? He's like, I was just about to look for him. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no one knows where this guy is? And then someone comes inside, we all look outside and you're sitting on the bench. We're like, Dad, he's right fucking there. Like, let's go hang out with Lucas. We all go outside, we all do the shot, and we're standing there talking, and then we all look around like, how did Lucas disappear again? We came out here to hang out with him.
Yeah.
This guy's fucking gone. So then Alex calls you, and I don't know if you remember this or not, but Alex is on the phone, and he's like, what? Where are you? What? Blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, where's Lucas? He's like, he says he's really far, and he's laying down. And I was like, what does that mean? He's like, I don't know. He said he's really far. So
and Alex was just fine with that. He's like, I'm going back inside. And I was like, we need to find Lucas.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I do not remember any of this.
That's classic Alex. That's
So
like
that's
Alex like, oh, whoa.
That's the thing. So I was like, should we go look for him? And Alex was like, he said he's really far. And I was like, I said, yeah, we're gonna go look for him.
He's a lost cause.
So he's like, and Alex was kind of standing there, he's like, and I was like, I'll call you if I find them. And he's like, okay.
And then like, when it's
He just stayed there. So I told him, I was like, you go that way, we're going to go this way, call each other, whoever finds me. He's like, okay. So we walk down to the back of your house.
Okay.
Yeah. So we go to the right, go down to the back because I thought I heard something, wrapped around, went up to the street, go back, and we're walking down the street, and I see this thing in like the bushes. And I was like, what the hell is that? And she's like, what? And I was like, I don't know. Is that like a log? I don't know what it is. It could be small log. It didn't say it was a big log. So I'm walking around like, what the fuck is that? And we're getting closer and closer. I was like, that's him! Like, that's fucking him! So I run across the street and I'm like, the car was coming, I run across the street, go to him, and then like slows down, like literally like almost to a stop while it's like looking at me, and I look over at it, and I look at Lucas. And the crazy part though is this guy's legs are like mine right now. He's folded backwards like this. And I get up to him, and when I look at him, the crazy part was his eyes were open. He's like awake with his eyes open, and I legit for a second was like, he's fucking dead. Like, holy shit, I'm not ready to deal with this. And he's like, his eyes go like this. He looks up at me, and then I'm like, oh, thank God. I'm like, oh, thank God, man.
I don't recall any of it.
I thought the way he was like this, I'm like, he died, and I have to go tell everyone that he died. This is fucking crazy. So I get him up, and I'm like, I need to get you home. He's like, okay. So then we start walking back to the house. And then I guess he called Christina, and he's like, yeah, no, I'm at Matt's. And then and he hands the phone to me. He's like, you gotta sell it, man. And I was like, Brian, I got you. And I take the phone. I'm like, hey, good evening, Christina. How you doing? Not knowing it's like 1 a.m. And she's like, where was my boyfriend? I was like, oh, like yeah, it's crazy. She's like, where was he? I was like, honestly, she's like, was he walking around town? And I was like, no, we didn't know where he was. I went outside and he's on Matt's lawn. And she was like, okay. And then I was like, yep. And then like, I passed the phone off and whatever. We walked back to the house. Alex is like 10 steps from the front of the house. I was like, motherfucker, you were supposed to go that way. You didn't go anywhere. But then the funny part is, once we get to your house, drop you off, I believe maybe 30 seconds down the road, Christina calls me and I'm answering the phone like, what's up? She's like, Lucas forgot his phone in your car. And I was like, oh, okay, we're coming back. I come back and I was like, are you sure it's in here? Like, did he leave in G-Town? She's like, no, we share each other's location, so I know where his phone is. And I was like,
she has my location? I didn't know she
I got baited the whole time.
So, but that's the thing.
She knew I wasn't on the lawn.
Exactly! As soon as she told me that, I was like, yo, I told her he was on the lawn. She knew exactly where he was. Like, fuck, she knows I'm lying. Damn.
Yeah, we lied a lot to Christina.
Yeah, we did.
So I have never been so hungover in my life that I was literally like, I even went to work at noon till 5 p.m. I puked at work, and that's like never happened to me.
And when we were talking about it, Glenn was saying he's like, I've seen Lucas drink way more than that, and like not be that messed up.
I
didn't look like you were messed up until it just like it was one of those like it's like you went off a cliff. And like you just,
I had considered,
pushed you over.
I had considered an option where I was drugged, but I'm like, nah. I abandoned that option really quick.
Wait, were you drugged?
I think I just had a lot of seltzers, and he eventually just snuck up on me.
That's hilarious.
Plus the shot, right? So I think it was just a culmination of just like all that at once, and I was like, oh damn. And it was just one of those things where like the next day, even like I had no appetite for food. Where I started like when you start puking and it's like bright yellow because it's your digestive.
Your bile.
Yeah, that so I was like, yo, I need to start eating because that's no good.
Yeah,
so,
did you puke the other night?
So much. So that's the other thing is when I got home, the first thing I did was I ran to the bathroom and I laid beside the toilet. I didn't puke yet. I'm just like, babe, I'm going to. I'm going to. So she brought my body pillow, blessed body pillows, by the way. So I woke up at one point in the night. So, obviously I puked a few times throughout the night. I woke up. It's 7 a.m. And because like the sun's like glaring into my face. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? What time? And I looked, and Christina is also sleeping on the floor. Not beside me though. Like, let's assume this is the bathroom. She's sleeping in the hallway because she's like, oh, I didn't want to disturb you. I'm like, you're still sleeping in the hallway.
Go to bed.
And she's like, you're just breathing so fast. I'm like, just let me do me. This is just my process. But then like as soon as I woke up, puked. Like, and I think I puked more than I ever puked in a night.
That's like 3 times now because there was the one time when you were eating the pizza, we thought he was dead.
Whoa.
Or he was gonna die.
Yes. The pizza.
And then there was the time after you did the.
Oh.
Oh no, okay. If you count
Almost
just
drowned.
4, dude.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
So the time was the one
I'm
where
constantly.
he drank the 2-4, the half two, the quarter of the tequila, the vodka, and then the Jaeger.
Yeah.
And then that was the one where I thought you weren't responding while you were puking in the toilet. Literally the same thing. I just this guy might be dead.
Yeah.
So you just keep tallying it.
I am
right?
constantly fighting. Yo, I think
You're
I have 9 lives.
Carl said, "Where the hell was I?" I think you were sleeping on the couch.
He was sleeping on the couch. Yes. Yes.
Yo,
He
you were
was sleeping
responsible.
on the
You
couch.
found a nice spot and you didn't lie to anyone about it.
Carl was also that bitch where I went and I woke him up and I was like, "Hey Carl, we're gonna go home." Yeah, man. All right, cool. I turn around, walk away, and he just went back to sleep. We're all saying goodbye. We all put our shoes on. I'm like, "Where the fuck is Carl?" I go back and he's still saying, "I'm like, Carl, we're fucking going." Oh yeah. I was like, "You fucking bitch."
That's hilarious. It's Carl too. Sneaky. I didn't see him drink.
Oh no, I saw him go down.
Oh yeah.
I saw him go down like a horse breaking its ankle with every step, just slowly crumbling. I'm like, this guy is going down. I watched it happen.
Like in movies when someone's turning to stone, but they're still.
Yeah, they're slowly crumbling. Yeah.
How much did you drink a lot?
I was drunk, but not anywhere near them.
How many shots would you say you think you did? I would say 6 or 7.
Yeah,
maybe.
I would say about 6 or 7.
Ooh, I would have said more.
More.
Yeah, he was always in the kitchen.
I don't know how that happens because we were initially with how many people were coming. There's not going to be enough space. I was like, most of the people I think hang out in the kitchen anyways.
It's just always.
It always happens that way. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Maybe because everything's there.
Yeah.
The drink.
It's the
If the
spot.
liquor was in the kitchen or in the dining room, maybe it would
yeah.
just be there instead.
But so I felt
Sure.
bad because it was your and Nikki's joint birthday party. You guys were the 2 people I saw the least.
Yeah, I actually didn't even see Nikki a whole lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I saw
Just because
Nikki
again,
last-
because
Hang out with
classic
different people.
yeah, or 2 we're just hosting, so we're seeing
Yeah.
people that we
Yeah.
invited.
I saw her often when she would go outside,
Mhm.
and then
Classic Lucas though. So we're driving him home. Emma was driving obviously, and then we turn on.
Lee was driving.
We turn
His
we turn on to
liability.
9th line. And he's like, him and Carl are passed out in the back, like corpses again. All I hear is, "You got a bag?" And I was like, "No, I don't, but we'll pull over." So Emma pulls over. He gets out. He goes. He's puking outside. But it's funny because I see him puke. He stands with his hands on his hip, head back, fucking contemplating life. And then I look over, I'm like, "Yo, this is funny." And I look back, and now he's on his knees. He's taking a knee, and he's sitting there
Dude, that's
this.
how I puke on the
He's
knee.
he's fuck, and he's puking and stuff. And then he comes back, he's like, "Huh, wow, someone puked over there." And I was like, "Shut the fuck up, this guy."
I'm still trying to figure out who did it.
Yeah.
I actually went back the next morning to investigate with a microscope.
Yeah, nice. But both guys, both Carl and Lucas, we pull up to Carl's first. Carl's open mouth sleeping in the back. I shake it "Yo, Carl, Carl." He's like, "Oh, what? What?" He's like, "Is this my house?" And I was like, "Yes, it's your house. Go home." He's like, "Okay." He goes, drop Lucas off, pass on the back, wake him up. And he's like, "Yo, what's going on?" And they're both just so fucking out of it. I was like, "God damn!" I'm drunk, but
I don't know the last time I think I was like that.
right, not knowing.
I don't like being
Your timer's reset.
It's lame.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens though. I think we all take turns. I don't think there's ever been an opportunity where multiple of us,
That
us
wouldn't be a
3.
good night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because then
All
all
3
three
of
would
us
take
got
care
that?
of us.
That wouldn't be.
Well, Christina would take care of all 3 of us.
Although
that's true.
it probably would be a good night.
It probably is insane. Yeah. If we got to that level.
Because
We need
your
a place
wedding
that has
wasn't
enough
even.
bathrooms.
I don't think we were that lit at your wedding.
No.
We were good. Everyone was
It
drunk,
was
but not
good.
not
Not
drunk.
no one was
The
incapacitated.
first night, I would say I was there.
Yeah, but you were still
I was good. Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
sleeping.
I think
Yeah.
the last time I've ever been that drunk was when I first met Christina. I went to a high school reunion party, and I smoked to the point where I puked, and then someone handed me a bong,
Oh.
and I just hit it right again.
Puke into the bong?
no, not that.
That would be
but,
That
disgusting.
is gross.
How much someone got to pay to hit that after?
Like a puke bomb?
Oh.
Like where the water is puke?
Yeah.
5K.
Yeah, that's gross.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
My cousin used to pour his tea into the bong water. In the morning, he'd make a tea, drink some of it, pour it into his bong, light it. And I was like,
That's actually I don't think that's too
interesting.
weird.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That sounds weird as
I had friends who would drink the bong water because they think it would get them higher.
That is fucking
And-
gross.
yeah.
Would it?
No.
No.
No,
I think
because
it's
you
just- I guess
can't-
there's no. Yeah, there's
No, because cannabinoids will activate through heat. So
what if it was hot water?
It's just the ash. It's already evaporated. All the cannabinoids have been burnt out. It's crisp, right? You're not gonna get much from it.
Sounds disgusting.
I mean, you could probably get like a. I wonder how much bong water you have to drink to get a buzz from like not smoking, just straight bong water. I have no idea.
Die of overhydration.
We had the perfect amount of food too. There was 5 slices of pizza.
I was so hungry.
Is it?
That was it.
Nice. Yeah.
I was
all
so
the meatballs
hungry.
were done.
Nice.
Yo, I could have eaten like 6 slices before I left. I was just so hungry. There was not enough food.
Someone was saying they're like every time I saw Alex, he had a slice of pizza.
Yes, he went to.
I was like, that's so Alex.
Yeah,
he went to town.
I don't know if you guys had left yet, but he was sitting on one of the recliners with the charcuterie board. Nikki gave it to him.
Yeah.
Or he was holding it, and Nikki's like, "Oh, I can move that." He's like, "It's okay."
Yeah, we were
eating
off
of it.
And Nikki was saying too, he's like, "Someone get this away from me," and like I literally just looked at him. He's like, "Don't you dare!"
You said, "No, the spicy salami was fire."
All of it was
didn't
good.
get to try anything.
So good, yeah.
Alex was like, "Hi, man. Hi. It's whatever."
That was another classic Nikki thing that like, I think she like maybe stressed herself a little bit because we had planned it was going to be meatballs, wings, and pizza.
Easy.
That was what we were going to do.
Easy.
And then last minute that day before, like at noon, she went for a run and then got all the stuff to make a charcuterie board. And I was like, what?
And
No,
chips.
John brought this.
Oh, okay.
Who did the nachos?
We did nachos too.
Yeah, nachos.
And I was like, why are we doing this last minute? Like, no.
Yeah, I mean,
it turned out like, because she finished doing it before, like my dad and stuff all came a little bit earlier, but she did it before most of the folks were there, so it worked out.
Yeah. Good for you guys. I get the same kind of anxiety where I'm like, yo, I don't want to have that problem where there's not enough food and people like.
I'm always just like, fuck, I'll order pizzas if we.
Yeah, that's worst case scenario, right? You just order another one.
Yeah, coffee.
How were you and Nikki?
I honestly,
the night after? Like, were you guys both fine?
No, I woke up at 8:00 and I was like, I don't want to say I was hungover, but you know those, I don't know if this happens to you when I drink, if I drink a lot, I'll wake up very early and I'll feel like shit.
Yes.
I don't want to say I'm hungover, but it's because I'm waking up and I don't know why. Like my body just wakes me up.
Yeah.
So I went to get water and I took a leak or whatever, and I go downstairs to get water. Jake comes upstairs. He's like, I just puked and I feel really sick. So I was like, okay. So he went and got water and then went back to bed. And then he was gone. Then we went back to sleep. Woke up at like 11, and I was feeling like I didn't feel hungover. I was just a little tired, but I wasn't like hungover. And Nikki was the same.
Do you guys get the hungover feeling like where your body temperature is like through the roof?
Sometimes, yeah.
It's like you just have like a
that's
fever.
No, I think that's why I wake up. When I wake up, I'm like that. I'm like super hot. I'm comfortable. It sucks.
Yeah.
At 8:00, it sucks.
That's what I get, and I hate it. Like,
dude, that's what you have to look forward to.
Other than the feeling of obviously you wanting to puke because your stomach's so unsettled. The next part I hate the most is like that whole feverish feeling because like I can never cool down. It's like my body temperature's through the roof.
Yeah, you're just warm. I know that.
But granted, when I go to the gym hungover, it's like I'm constantly sweating and it feels like amazing. It feels like I'm having a sick workout just because my body temperature's through the roof.
Do you feel like you feel like weaker? Like your
muscles
are like
I'm so because you're dehydrated, right? You're so weak.
For sure.
And you can't drink enough water throughout the day of a hangover.
That's part of why I think I was fine because I crushed a BioSteel right before I went to bed.
No, that's clutch move.
I had one in a shaker and I was like, I'm gonna drink this before I go to bed.
Yeah, brilliant.
I also, the other funny thing was, I remember because I ordered the pizza for Emma. I don't remember the transaction of paying for it. Like I could have tipped this guy like $100 and I would not have known. I don't even remember.
You didn't check your transaction history?
No, I no.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Like
yeah.
that part of my life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I just remember you got the same delivery guy as the first time when he came, and you're like, "Welcome back, dude." Did I say it? And you're even like, "There's more people here now." The guy's like not really into it because like everyone was just like smoking weed around him, so you're just trying to get away from us. But
that's hilarious.
I remember you welcomed him back.
Alex was in a really good mood that night too, though.
Yeah,
I mean, he had a blast. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Alex typically.
He always has a good time, but like, there was a special mood talk that night where he was like really in his zone. Like,
when he's eating and smiling constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that was a good. That was.
Yeah, I think everyone had a good time.
Classic night.
Yeah.
Oops, classic night. Real good time.
Yeah, I would say that.
Are you gonna get like that again on?
I think
the next event we have.
Oh.
The dinner.
Yeah, you should bring that back.
Let's go.
Dinner's on a Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Yo, are we trying to make it a?
Yeah.
Sure.
We can.
All right, yo. See you guys there.
Go upstairs, so I'm down.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm like so close to here too. I could walk home.
You can also sleep on the couch.
Alright, I'll come upstairs. You can sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
But no, that was a good turnout.
Yeah, that was another one for the books.
It's also a good meeting. I honestly, I've probably met them before. Some of your hockey.
No, that would have been the first time.
No. The one guy, I remember the
bald guy.
Yeah.
John. Johnny.
Sure.
We call him Peck Peck, which is Tagalog for pussy.
Yes.
My whole life, like the joke was always he was Peck Peck.
Yo,
really?
It is the one time I got super annihilated where I actually started to remember names of people who I've met who I always forget their name. Darko and Zoo.
Darko's the only person I remembered.
Zoo?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zoo's the other one.
Sorry, as far as names.
Yeah. So I remember them, and I typically always forget their names. I always feel awful, but now like I actually like consistently remember.
Will Zoo.
Brittany's husband.
Husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, no, that was a good, good all around group. Good turnout. It was a good event. I feel like I did an interview. Yeah, it was pretty good. We did.
We went out there, gave 110%. I think we did good.
Sorry, I was so into telling the stories, I actually didn't look at the comments at all.
Oh, what did Aiden say? Yeah.
Yeah. Can you resend the comments?
Say it again. I'll tell you right now what Aiden said. Aiden's probably still crying about how I whooped his ass today.
No, Aiden
spanked him.
He probably said, "I hate my dad."
That too, probably. That too.
Yeah, sorry, Aiden.
Yeah, Aiden's been doing Muay Thai for about 3 months now. He quit Jiu-Jitsu. He does Muay Thai now. And he decided to show up at our gym today and he wanted to trade some blows with me.
Whoa.
And I've fucking...
And then you fought?
Yeah. We just 69'd the whole time. And I just 69. It's funny, he came in, he's wearing his tie shorts and shit. He's got his little Jew fro going with the side shaved.
Can you say that?
Is that offensive? Or is it accurate?
I don't know.
Well, it can be accurate and offensive.
That's true. Two things can be true at once.
I don't think anyone can find that.
The funny thing though is,
what if they're not Jewish?
No, because it's a
is that offending then to the Jewish community?
No.
He's not one of us. Maybe actually. Yeah,
no, I don't think so. I think it's just like the name of a white person with a fro. I think everyone calls it Jew fro.
Even the Jews. I wouldn't be surprised if the Jews came up with it.
Aiden said, "Lee, tell everybody how I kicked your ass today."
See, I knew this guy was gonna fucking lie. So I hadn't seen Aiden in a long time. And he
was passed on your
going
own.
through puberty and shit, and I see him come in, he's in his tie shorts, and I guess Aiden's been hitting the gym and stuff.
Okay.
He's been hitting the gym, so I was like, look at this guy growing up. And I'll admit, the first thing I saw, I was like, he's got his dad's legs. Because, like, Carl has some thick legs, and Aiden's getting there, he's got some big legs, and obviously I don't know that because I've got fucking chicken legs, so I was like, fuck, this kid's got better legs than me. But it's funny because some not random guy, this other guy at Jits who was like, not really part of our crew or anything, he's like, oh, you got, like, really nice thighs. And I was like, yo, he's a minor. Like, Carl, you just gotta
like
this
his
guy?
profession?
Yeah.
No wonder.
Yeah,
he's chiseled.
Carl, you just gotta let this guy talk to your kid like that? Like, he's trying to fucking flirt.
He's trying to fuck your boy.
He's trying to fuck your boy. But it was good because, like, if I went too hard, and I overheard in the background, I didn't hear what Carl's comment back was, but we all know Mayo. Mayo was like, yo, what are you gonna do if Lee, like, lights your kid up or like goes too hard and hurts your kid? I didn't hear what Carl's response was, but I know what the answer is. The answer is if I kick Aiden's ass, I'm gonna turn around and kick Carl's ass too, and just embarrass the whole family. And then I'm gonna go kick Sandy's ass,
Rue's ass,
Rudy's ass,
and then Damien last.
Yeah, Damien's last. I did say it would be awkward for. Is that still like good?
Yeah,
I was trying not to cut my finger.
I was just saying the most awkward part of today would be for Aiden to tell his girlfriend that he got his ass tapped by an older man today. So.
So you didn't have a girlfriend?
I was making jokes.
I thought his name was Kevin.
It was Pamela Henderson.
I'm just kidding. Pamela Henderson. Classic.
Yeah. Stop lying, Aiden. Anyways, what's the time?
I don't know.
I feel like we went
34.
Oh my god! Whoa, that's okay.
But yeah.
So, I mean, maybe we don't have to do it today, but we were talking about it today at work. And I know it's an old thing. We're not acting like it's new, but that whole bad romance challenge.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Do we try it?
What's that?
We have to. Yo, Christina's been
right
asking
here
me
now?
Like the...
Right now.
Right here, right now.
No, not live.
No.
We gotta do it with a big group because it's funnier because if one person...
That's fair.
It's the one where everyone sings that part of Bad Romance where they like... She
Well,
harmonizes it.
Example?
No, I don't want to spoil it. Where she does the... I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it without giving it away.
The rah rah rah.
No.
Now you know.
So then everyone takes turn doing it, and no one can laugh.
You're not allowed to laugh.
When you're doing it, you're not allowed to laugh. But it's funny because you'll get a group of like 6 or 10 people, and they go one at a time, and they all have to try to do it. And then there's always one person that when they do it, like everyone starts to like silently crack up.
Have you seen the ones with like the opera thing too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yes, yes. So did you see the one recently where it's like I don't know what the family's ethnicity is. They like
What? Wasian.
oh. Okay, I see what he's saying. Because I was like,
Wait, what did
he's trying to correct himself, but he's still fucking
What
up.
did you think he
I
said?
thought he was just trying to say Asian, but then he kept. I thought he fucked up.
No,
I guess-
Wasian.
Yeah, she's Wasian. Okay. Yeah, the one where it's like.
Would
a
I be
family.
Wasian? I
I
feel
would
like
say,
I
yeah.
don't look Asian. Do I look Asian? I
No.
don't think I look
I
Asian.
don't think so. I think if I didn't know you, I would guess you're like some kind of Spanish background.
That's what I used to get all the time.
Yeah.
People thought I was like Portuguese or Spanish.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
You look half Filipino to me.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Is it only because you've seen
It's
my
because
dad?
you know it. Yeah. It's because you know it. He doesn't look half Filipino. No fucking way.
Actually, but it's other Filipinos know. Like whether they're full or half, they know that I'm half. It's like a weird thing.
Yeah, because they usually know your last name too.
That's
Maybe
No.
because one of
I'm
my
saying
really
like
good friends-
if I meet
Aquarius.
If I meet someone,
Mm.
like, and I'm like, they're like, are you Filipino? I was like, yeah. Like, they don't know my last name.
really
Yeah,
interesting.
Maria Quiznos.
Magia Quiznos. Yeah, no, but the family who's doing the opera one, I don't know if it's a recent video or not, but I've seen it recently. They look like maybe they're like Middle Eastern or something. But like, it just towards the end, it's like they're not even singing the song. It's just like they're laughing because they're like ha 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 ha. I was like, yo, like that one would be so hard.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we should do. We should do one at the dinner.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
do that.
fine.
Have you seen the fuck, did someone post it in my group? No, I don't think so. Have you seen the technique that's like surefire to get someone to smile?
No.
Okay. Both of you.
I'm gonna smile already. Now that we talked about it,
Yeah.
I'm already gonna.
It's alright, yeah, let me
Okay.
reset.
Okay, reset.
Let me drink this and pass out.
Right. Pass up. Fucking fun. You both have to copy me. Emma, you can do it too. And we'll see. Hey, people at home, you can do it too. And let's see if I can get you to laugh. Or smile. At minimum. You have to copy everything I do. Ha.
Ha.
Let's do it together.
Oh yeah, this is a true thing
Okay.
actually.
Ha.
Ha.
Ha ha.
Ha ha.
Ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
Ha
Ha ha
ha
ha.
ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha
Ha
ha
ha
ha.
Ha 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 ha.
ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Why do you look so like that?
It kind of gets you. It kind of gets you. If we keep going, I thought it was hilarious.
I think I broke at the third one, to be honest.
Did you?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
had to fight it a
I
little?
smiled. No, I got
People were watching
Wow.
this like, this guy's so stupid.
I didn't come up
Worst
with
trick
this.
I've ever seen.
I didn't come up with this.
This magician sucks.
I want to imagine.
This clown sucks.
I want to imagine that Carl and his whole family were like, ha 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 ha. Like, oh, it's just in the school.
Carl definitely tried it, and he definitely doesn't think it works. Because he's so fucking hard-headed.
He's such a liar. He actually lies the most I've ever seen.
He's... he is such a liar. Poor
Carl, you gotta send the technique you used for your homemade alcohol because Glenn was interested, but he doesn't remember most of what you told him about the
I
process.
wouldn't be surprised if Glenn didn't remember anything from that day. That guy was...
He was toast when I got there.
Yes.
Like when I got there, I even asked you. I'm like,
he almost went koi fish.
Yeah.
We know Glenn gets drunk because he'll like if he looks at you,
Oh, his
or
eyes.
like a chameleon, bro. Like his eyes
Yeah.
will, like, look different ways. But
literally when I met him, like when I first saw him, I'm like, yo, what's wrong with him? Like I remember I asked
Is
someone.
he okay?
yeah, Joe walked in. Joe's like, he says hi, and he's like, "What are you on, dude?"
Yeah.
What was even funnier was Carl's like, "Hey, I'm Carl." Glenn's like, "It's me, Glenn." And Carl's like, "It's so funny." Carl was so disappointed. He's like, "God damn it, I'm sorry, Glenn."
And it's funny because he was talking about how he was hyped to see Glenn on the way up. So it's like, dude, the one guy you talked about. This is the guy that you were hyped about.
That's so funny.
I don't know if it's because he had the Glenn was wearing the cowboy hat, that's why. But it was like literally, he's like, "Hey, I'm Carl." And Glenn shoots, and he's like, "Carl, it's Glenn, it's me." And Carl's like, "No." He's like, "Sorry, man."
That's so fucking funny. That's so funny. Oh boy.
I think the last few times I've seen Glenn is he's had a cowboy hat on.
Dude, it's from Nash.
It's the Nash hat.
That's an OG Nash hat.
Oh, yeah.
He has another one, like a brand new one that he hasn't worn yet.
From Nash?
Yeah, he's waiting till like he wears out that one.
Brand new as in like he went to Nash recently?
No, like brand new since he went there and brought it home and has never worn it since.
What's Carl saying?
So I'll give you
Send me his
Glenn's
number. I'll give him the recipe and all the steps. Oh, this guy doesn't want to share it with the rest of the world?
Yeah, that's fucked, dude.
This guy invented booze all of a
Can
sudden.
you do like an Instagram walkthrough? Like one of those like a TikTok, I guess, of how you do it? Can you do that instead?
Make a YouTube video. Do Carl's loadout part 2.
Carl's Cooking with a K.
Nice.
Carl's creative cooking. With
Yeah.
3 Ks.
There you go. Yeah, and the your channel picture can just be 3 Ks.
He wears a white hat all the time. Solid.
Yeah, he wore a pointy chef hat.
Dude. That'd be gold. That'd be gold. Holy shit.
That would be really... It could actually probably be pretty funny. If, like,
And all of the dishes and booze he makes is just white ones.
Like if you make chicken, like you can't season it and shit. You can't season it. And then like he'll make like waffles one day and like pull an answer and be like, ah! Fucking throw it. Carl, we can make fucking money.
I thought you were gonna say he was gonna start stabbing the box.
Yo,
That's
crazy.
Yo, okay.
Yo, I didn't make this. It's his channel, not mine.
That's true.
Yo, have you guys seen Shane Gillis? Have you ever seen the comedian?
The name is familiar. What does he look like? He's the
He's the one who he has Down syndrome in his family. His brother.
I didn't know. I was gonna say it looked like he has it.
He does. Well, in his new Netflix special, he talks about that. He's like, he's like, he calls himself a day walker. It's actually really good. The special's weird, but that's the joke he makes.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, it's he's pretty good. I really enjoyed watching his special, but check it out. It's pretty good too.
A day walker.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Yo, send me some of that Kit Kat.
Yeah. What else? You guys talking about? The party was just a good segment to segue.
We had to cover it. We had to
talk about
I
it.
feel like there was something that came up earlier this week that I thought was a good topic to talk about.
Okay, one thing I'll quickly talk about. So we just rewatched Batman vs Superman because we watched Man of Steel, and then Nikki's like, oh look,
Great.
Like, okay, we should watch Batman vs Superman so that we can then jump into Justice League. I think we're gonna skip Aquaman. I don't.
Yeah, and all the Wonder Woman.
Yeah, well, Wonder Woman's in the Batman vs Superman, so the first one had happened before that, I assumed.
Oh yeah, you guys skipped Wonder Woman because
so I didn't. The first one.
And you
was,
skip
the
Aquaman.
first one was okay, but the second one I heard was shit.
Yeah.
So.
Did you watch the
Ultimate Edition of Batman vs Superman?
Snyder's cut? Is it Snyder's cut? Batman vs Superman?
Justice League.
Pardon me.
Batman vs Superman. There's an Ultimate Edition and it had an extra like half an hour of footage that I don't know what it is because I've seen both versions. But the first one, anyways.
I've seen the original.
What I think and what I was trying to get a grip with was, I get Batman has that cool ass suit. There's no way that he's not fucking broken after some of the hits that Superman dishes to him. Like,
I agree.
There's no fucking way. It doesn't matter what kind of suit you got.
Maybe Superman was pulling back a little.
Even still, bro, this guy like Dragon Ball Z dragged through, the ceiling of a building. There's no way you're just gonna casually get up and be fine. There's no way.
And vice versa, how Batman doesn't kill. But his fight scene with the mobsters,
no
3 of them died. The first
the one guy who his head goes into the planks and it looks like he's gonna go through, but he just like scorpions.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
I like that about that movie, that warehouse fight scene.
I thought
fucking killed.
I thought it was hype. It was so cool, especially since it was like after he finally got Superman to side with him because Martha, the mom's name,
Martha,
and he's like.
Why did you say that name? Why did you say that?
Yo, I like the Ben Affleck voice one.
Yes, the voice was cool because
it was like robotic.
Yes,
that was cool.
Yeah, but he definitely killed every single person in the warehouse.
It's a crazy thing. Yeah, what if Stephen Hawking was like that?
Like it turned into like voice?
Yeah.
That'd be badass. It'd been way cooler than a stupid computer.
Was that what it sounded like? I never actually...
Is that what his sounded like?
No, I'm saying... I don't know what his sounded like.
Oh, terrible.
Like, can you...
Stephen Hawking's?
Is it back to doing it?
I'll fucking do it.
It sounds like Windows 95.
It's like, hello, friends.
It's funny because that sounds better. That sounds better than Stephen Hawking's computer.
It's like that, but robotic?
I was trying so hard to be robotic. What's something you talk about? The
like,
theory of relativity.
Yeah, like, you know how, like...
Okay.
Like
my chair's uncomfortable.
Yeah, like...
Yo, I was gonna say.
That's actually insane.
I was gonna say, you probably ate a taco once and you got the taco neck syndrome. Remember that? TNS, taco neck syndrome? Back in the day,
real thing?
No. But back in the day, Old El Paso would have that in the commercial. It's like, oh no, like maybe you don't get TNS from taco neck syndrome because you have to bite the taco like this. And like in the commercial, like Michael Jordan comes out and he's like looks like this because he's eating taco.
I've never heard that.
Yeah,
dude.
taco neck syndrome. So
know.
like, Stephen Hawking got taco neck syndrome.
You know what's funny? I never hear about Stephen Hawking's until I see memes where it's like when you max
Is it
out.
Hawking's or Stephen Hawking?
I think it's just Hawking.
But it's like AW's to me. AW's to me.
Oh, the speaking like the one that you could type in and it would read it to
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Exactly that.
Yes.
In fact, I think that's the program he uses.
I
Like,
think yes.
he's never updated. But every time I see Stephen Hawking, it's always that meme where it's like when you max out intelligence but forget to put in points to agility. Every single time.
Yo!
Every single
Yo,
time.
that's
That's
wild.
the only exposure I have to.
Like what if there was a Batman voice modifier for him?
There probably is. I'm sure that he could have different options. He just chooses not to.
Chose. He died, right?
Yeah.
That's where he died.
Yeah,
like a long time ago?
No. Well, define long.
When people die, I feel like long is like anything in the past 3 years.
Yes, then yes.
Oh.
I'd say a long time ago.
That's
I
really.
feel like that's not a long time ago. 4 or 5 years, like 4 years is a long time.
I would say 10 years. I would consider
I
a long time.
would agree with that.
You wouldn't say 4 years is like.
I think 4 years is long, but like
feels
would I say that was a long time ago? No.
No. Yeah.
4 years is more than half of the time I've lived in Georgetown. That seems like a long time.
4 years is less than we've been together.
Mm-hmm. We've been together 5 years. Over 5.
What? Wait. 4
Yeah,
years
I'm pretty
is
sure-
less than the time you guys have been together.
Yeah.
I misinterpreted what he said. And then, because right after you commented, I was like, that is exactly the opposite of what he just said. So you guys have been together more than 4 years.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a long time. Do you not feel like it?
I think it.
5
Feel,
years?
I think it feels like a long time, but it's realistically, it's not a long.
I don't know. It's one of those things where it feels like it's been a long time and also like no time at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This guy's so deep.
So gay.
Whoa! Can you say that?
Sorry.
She can, I guess. She's pregnant. She
What'd
can
you say?
anything.
None of your business.
I thought you were saying. Can you say it when he was saying it's so beautiful? I was like, what's wrong?
No.
She said it's gay. Get her in trouble. Cancel her. Cancel her.
Is that even bad? Because I feel like they brought back words that were, I thought were like queer is like a very popular term.
I'm
now.
standing
but
by
it's-
everything these days. I will say inappropriate shit and I'll.
Yeah, there's one Instagram guy that I follow that I think is hilarious, and he all of his jokes are those like borderline like that's gay or not. Like,
Oh, the guy who looks like Jake Gyllenhaal,
no,
the comedian.
no,
The actor?
no, different guy.
Or
No,
like
you mean
the
Mysterio.
character.
The character.
You mean
The character.
Mysterio,
The
yeah.
character. No, I'm saying it looks like the character.
Oh yeah. But yeah, like the joke was like getting married to the person you love. That's gay. It's the gayest.
Yeah,
that's like the
that's
gayest
so-
thing you can do, dude.
that is pretty gay. That's pretty gay. That's funny. Wow, excuse me.
Whoa, are you good, dude?
Ew.
Just sound
No.
clip that.
Was it the Kit Kat?
Honestly, maybe. It was funny when I was leaving Jits today. Got in the truck, people are leaving, blind on the windows. I pull out of the parking lot, and I pull out. I looked over at a couple guys, and I was like, "Have a good night, queers." And then just left, and then I stopped, and I was like, "I don't know if any of them are not gay, so maybe I shouldn't be doing those things." But
I feel like it's
we'll
more
find out.
offensive if you like target someone knowing, but I feel like if you just generally say it.
Imagine though, one of them like literally is like, "Fuck that guy! That guy's so mean." They go up to like their boyfriend. He's like, "He's so mean.
He called me queer." That would be so funny.
Yo,
that would be so
actually reminds me, Christina and I went to a dinner rehearsal in, you guys ever been to Keg Mansion in downtown Toronto?
Yes.
Okay, so...
Is it different than the Keg?
Yes.
We were leaving...
No, as far as menu, no, but like, experience, yes.
How so? Sorry.
In a fucking mansion. There's like 3 floors.
But it's the Keg.
It's the Keg.
Yeah, so...
It's cool though, it's cool.
So Keg, it's apparently the original Keg, but it was like, basically they bought out a mansion that used to be a historic... It's still a historic ground, which is why they can't do a lot of alterations to it.
Yeah.
I was talking to actually Christine's
haunted.
uncle. Yeah. So the complete upstairs is actually still, you can't go up there because apparently there's ghosts and stuff. I don't believe it.
During dinner you can't go there at all?
Ever.
Ever.
That kind of sucks.
No, you can't go there on a full stomach because you get cramps.
Gotta wait 30 minutes before swimming.
Before all the ghosts. But yeah, we're leaving and there was these 2 guys that were just like talking like so awkwardly close together.
2 guys.
And so I rolled down my window and I did what anyone else would say and be like, just kiss him already.
Fuck off, did you do that?
Yeah, and they looked and Christina's like, why'd you do that?
Because it's funny.
The reason why
you're near like Church Street and shit too, so.
Yeah, yeah, Jarvis, which is...
Jarvis too.
No, so the other thing, I almost skipped ahead, but Christina's like, no, that's not the problem. The problem is like, we're all exiting with my family. Family probably heard you say, I'm like, oh, well, whatever. Dude, in all of probably my lifetime of exposure to drug addicts and homeless people, yesterday night I have encountered more than I've ever had in my 29 years of living.
In that one night.
In like 2 hours.
Is that bad in Toronto?
It's terrible. Like to the point where like there's people biking and I don't want to make fun of them, but like they're like, you know, like that, is it called like meth jaw? What do you go, or they have like no teeth?
And like, what they call it? And like, yeah, I know what you're talking about, but that's what they call it?
Yeah, and dude, and I saw several of them where
not
I'm
very
like,
accurate.
I didn't know, like, I thought they were just gonna straight up like just ride their bike right in front of us. I can't even, I don't even know how they come.
Were you gonna be like, these guys are a little early for Halloween?
That's such a scary costume.
Yo, it's not even October yet, baby.
It is scary though, cause like, I'm like, I always ask myself like, do they know? Like, are they self-aware that they look like that? Like that they like stand out like a sore thumb? Like you can tell when someone's a druggie because based on like, they all look the same in terms of the jaw.
I think it's the least of their concerns.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, fair.
I don't know.
They just stand out like you can almost.
Why didn't you ask?
Tell.
Why didn't you ask?
Do you know you look like that? Do you know you look like that?
Yo, what if you turn around and it's like, do you know you do? I'm like, stop.
Whoa,
no, they would say,
do you know you do? You know you do. Yeah, they get that underbite like really out there.
Yeah.
So, in one night, what do you think the social limit is?
I don't even know what you're gonna ask.
What do you think?
To fighting a giraffe?
This is a good topic to
what
end
do you
the
think
pod with.
the social limit is for the amount of cheersing boomerangs that you can post in one night?
Zero.
How many
I saw the second one, I was like, Lucas, you
I know.
bitch! I was
You know
like,
what's
"You're
so?
such a
You
bitch."
know what's so funny? After I posted, I'm like, why did you do a boomerang? And I even told Christina that too.
I was like, he didn't even change it up. He didn't do like a different kind of video. He did the same video.
Same boomerang. I even beat myself up about it too. I was like, I should take it down. Like I even debated taking
No,
it
that'd have
down.
been worse. That'd have been worse.
Yeah.
I was telling but the reason why I did it though, not that there should be a good reason. There's no good reason to post 2 boomerangs of you cleaning drinks.
There's no good reason to even post, I think, 1 boomerang.
Yeah.
What? I think one's like, he's out having a good day.
Yeah.
Second one, okay, stop rubbing it in, dick.
Yeah. Yo, I showed you.
You're drinking on a Thursday?
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, next time I'm gonna try to like get like 10. Because the wedding's tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get as many boomerangs.
Nice.
Yo, eventually it's gonna be like my head with like 2 people's heads. It's not even drinks anymore.
Yo, are you gonna disappear tomorrow night?
Dude,
Yo, that should just be your new thing.
So, yo, Christina actually had warned me. She's like, just don't get too crazy like G-Town. Like you can't tell me what to do.
This is my life.
I'm Miley Cyrus. I can't be tamed. It's my own beast.
Yo, what you should go do is go hide and put your phone somewhere, like in a bush, but hide separately from it. So when she goes to look for it,
He's on the other side.
Yeah.
Yo, and put it so
That's
it's recording
crazy.
the video. So when she picks it up,
Ah!
God, she finds herself. She's so upset. Yo, so that reminds me.
That would be yo.
When we used
We
to
can't now. She'll see it. Now she'll see we said it.
Yo, don't let her watch
Yeah,
it.
don't let her watch it.
Do you know what that reminds me of? Of when we used to get drunk at Maddie's old place in Mississauga. I used to pretend like I was gonna go drive home when I was plastered, and I would just hide in a bush and remote start my car, and like Maddie and Joe would like start doing.
Like, yo, where's this guy going?
And then you guys would be like, like, get out of there! Get out of there! And I wasn't even in the car. I was just like laughing in the bush.
That's pretty fucking
Yeah.
funny though. Good of you to know not to actually get in there.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome, I suppose.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Big ups to me.
Man. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
funny. You definitely have to get like that at the wedding.
Yeah.
That would be.
Yeah, I'm gonna post so many boomerangs.
Have you seen that video of like the guy at some wedding and he like knocks over like a candle that sets like some like weeds on fire and he just like brushes it off and like stomps on it. He's like dancing the whole time. Like, he doesn't give a fuck.
Was he like the one who like put his arm through it and set his arm on fire?
Yeah.
Yeah. And where he's like grinding on his like niece or something like that.
Ah, okay, I don't know.
At first he's like dancing with his niece, and then she like walks away because it's weird, and then he does it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Wait,
all.
you gotta get on that
That's
level.
even like that. Did we have to? That was
Get
weird.
on that level. Grind with some
I'm
people
not-
you shouldn't be grinding.
Grind with my niece. I don't even have a niece.
Call up your family.
You definitely don't
yell
have
at-
niece after that.
Yo.
Yeah, I was literally like
I'm
a folded
surprised you
lawn
didn't-
chair. Like, if you,
I'm
like,
surprised you
fold
didn't
them
like pull anything. Any
Yo, I'm
muscles.
pretty flexy.
So wait, what did you say? Your wrist hurt though?
Yo, my left wrist
With all
has
the
never
jerk-
been the same. I don't know. Maybe it's because
Yo,
I
yo,
got up so
the-
many times.
The
with
car that
just-
drove by was Dirty Mike and the Boys.
Yeah, was it a Prius? Did you hear them coming?
I didn't actually.
Because they heard us coming.
You were pretty loud.
I was on the ground in Bay.
Yikes.
Yeah, man. Shit's crazy.
That was a fun.
Shit is crazy.
Dude, there were the next morning we were cleaning up. There were Trulies, like a Truly in the middle of the lawn. I was like, "What the hell? Who's just put Trulies here?"
Probably not me.
It was you.
No, I didn't put a truly there, but it was. What happened? Oh, it wasn't even that bad. Emma finished like a can of whatever you're drinking. She's like, "Oh, can you like?" Because we were on the opposite side of the kitchen next to garbage. She's like, and there was so many people in there. She's like,
ginger ale.
The ginger ale. She's like, "Can you throw those out for me?" And I was like, "Sure." I took it and I just put it on the counter. And she's like, "But that's not the garbage." I was like, "I don't live here." It's gonna get in the garbage at
And
some
then-
point.
The next
then
morning, he's
Glenn's-
like, "What is this ginger ale doing? It's so close! It's so close!"
But
Now
Glenn
we
wouldn't
know.
say that, so then Glenn, every drink that Glenn took or a shot, he would just put it like on the table or on something.
Sorry, bro.
And it's funny because
At least I kept it in the house.
Yeah, because before I initially had put like a recycling bin in like a bigger one and just closed it to the cupboard, and she's like, "Well, why are you doing that?" I was like, "Well, I don't want people having to open the thing to throw out their thing," and I was like, "And also some people don't put their cans in the garbage right away," and she's like, "Well, why wouldn't people do that?" I was like, "Well, at my dad's house, for example, they wash every can because they keep like they return them." So I was like, people maybe just don't know what we
you
do with the cans.
Yeah, it's an etiquette. It's just
Yeah.
difficult
So I was
etiquette.
like, so I'm like, it's not like they're being lazy, but I'm like, they don't necessarily know what we're doing.
Yeah.
But then she just took the bags and put them in the garage. I was like, oh, I guess people putting them in the thing then.
There you go. I was definitely being lazy. There was way too many people to push through, and I was like, I'm not
Yeah.
I ain't going
Honestly,
there.
that's I feel that. There was one point of the night that I had a shot that I literally had to do one of those like, oh, I gotta get it together.
Yeah.
And then the thing was this was the first rum and coke I had too, was my other drink outside the shot, and it was strong.
Ooh.
To the point that what I had to do was after I had the shot and I collected myself for that minute, I topped up my rum and coke with coke just so I could chase.
just
have like a little
off the top.
Yeah, before you mix it.
Yeah.
Because it was like, yo, that shot was a tough one.
I had one of those bad ones where we were doing a shot, and I've been trying Virginia Black, and it's fucking harsh. Mixed, like I said, is decent, but like on its own, I can't shoot Virginia Black. So I did a shot of it, and I was like, oh my god! And then I drank my Virginia Black and ginger ale, and it was strong too. And I was like, I had no relief. Like, this just fucking sucks. So I ran to the table to get some chips or something.
Oh, were you like on the edge there?
Yeah, I was like, this. I can't keep this in my mouth. Like, this is fucking bad. So I'm a quitter.
That's a first.
I'm a quitter. Yeah.
We had 2 minutes. Oh. Yeah, that was. I'm trying to think what I had. I don't even know. Did the pink Whitney come back out?
We did. I just know we did
It
a
was-
lot
it was
of.
Was it done? Did it get done?
Oh, I don't know if it got done.
You must. I just remember Ciroc Green Apple, and it was amazing.
Dude, those were the
Oh, I didn't see
first
that.
2 rounds.
What?
That was
That's
it.
literally what
No.
we were shooting.
No.
Oh,
There
because
were
you
two-
came late. You came late.
There were 2 rounds of that, and that was it. And it was funny because later we're done, and after we finished the bottle, Joe was like, "I brought this to drink myself in case like I wasn't gonna get drunk on anything else." He's like, "And it's done." He's like, because it ended
Oh,
up
we
being
just had-
like people were taking shots
shots of it?
because he's like, "Okay, let's do a shot," and then it was like classic like,
8
"Okay,
people,
you want a shot?
yeah.
Okay, let's do a shot."
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
And
it
what
himself.
happened
He did it
the
himself.
first time was we did one, but we were waiting for Nikki, and then we basically she was taking too long, so we just did one, and then she literally came down right after, and we're like, "Oh my god, now we have to do
Round
another
2,
one."
Yeah.
So we had to do 2 back to back, and maybe that was.
But
the
then
start.
yeah, so I think the solution was because we brought 3 cases of Trulies that we just hand Trulies every so often.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That works.
And now there's. So I started that night with 3 cases of Trulies, and they're now 3.5. So I ended.
Hey,
Yeah, it
that's a
worked out.
win.
It worked out.
That's a win for sure.
What's everyone thankful for? Truly, I'm thankful for Truly.
Good times with good boys for sure. Another iconic night in the
We're bad
books.
boys, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're gonna DCMA.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, good times for sure. That's what I'm thankful for.
Yeah, I'm grateful for any hydration drink, whether it's Gatorade or any of those guys. That
What about
save
Prime?
you.
Are you thankful for Prime?
What about water?
Yo, Prime is actually hype except for the price tag.
What about water?
No,
Yeah, it's not hydrating
Fuck.
unless you pour some salt in it.
Oh, my favorite.
Terrible. But that's what people do.
Just like ocean water?
Nope. Put some sodium chloride in that bad boy.
Can you, is it unhealthy to drink ocean water?
In large quantities,
Yeah.
Because it's so salty?
Same thing with
Like, how much sodium are we talking? Like, how many Mr. Noodle packs?
Oh, buddy.
Like, what do you think?
Like
the
if you
equivalent
went to the grocery store like this to the shelf, you'd probably still be under.
But what's the equivalent of, like, how much are you drinking to make, you know what I mean?
Oh, I
Like,
see.
how many, like, is 1 glass of salt water the equivalent of sodium in
I
a
would
Mr.
say a
Noodles pack?
mouthful of seawater, and someone you look this up to see how much salt is in a mouthful of seawater. Okay.
Okay, we'll look it up and come back next
Yeah, we'll
episode.
come back next week. I guess she just said she.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Uh,
it's
I
okay,
would say
it's
a
perfect.
mouthful's got to have at least like. It's honestly probably not that bad, but I'd probably say like a quarter cup of salt in it.
How many grams is that?
Is salt? Is it really that salty?
I'm pretty sure it's like pretty fucking salty.
Yo, albeit's an interesting word.
Yeah, that's like kind of showing off a little bit, right?
Albeit.
Yeah.
That's a weird one, but I like that
Yeah.
one.
To understand how salty the sea is, start with 250 milliliters of water, 1 cup. There's 35 grams of salt in 1 liter of salt. Okay, why would they say that then?
So
Wait,
So
35 times 4.
sorry, Jimmy. Batman hasn't killed someone the same. Is that what you're thankful for?
no, so 9 grams of salt. You divide by 4.
Batman
so 9
has
grams
in
of
that
salt.
movie. He
No,
definitely
they're
did.
saying
in
there's
Batman
33
versus
grams.
Superman.
Oh, per liter. Sorry.
Yeah, per liter.
Oh, that's actually a lot less than I.
So 9 grams of salt per cup.
That's a lot.
Just
cup?
short of 2 teaspoons. So it would be close enough to add 2 teaspoons of water to a cup of water. Or 2 teaspoons of salt to a cup of water.
Try it. We should-
That's actually not that bad.
That's really not that bad.
That's pretty
It says you have to drink 2.8 units of distilled water per 1 unit of seawater to neutralize the salt.
So it's 3 to 1.
good.
Okay.
Anyways,
Later.